Have you ever wondered how a person can find their personal style in a world where everything is trending all at once and there's no clear distinction between what's cool and what isn't anymore? Well, I've been pondering this question myself for quite some time now. So, if you're curious, or if you feel like you yourself might be in the situation, then this video might be for you. The brief or easy answer to the question I'm asking is fashion influencing, and rapidly changing trend cycles are a direct result of this. But as we know, there's typically never one specific answer to an open-ended question like this. But in this video, I'll be focusing on the world of fashion influencing. The 5 topics I'll be discussing in this video are as follows. What is a fashion influencer? What is a trend cycle? And how have fashion influencers in the past and now affected the fashion industry? How does this happen? What is the reason for trend cycles moving so quickly? And does it have anything to do with social media algorithms, authenticity in marketing, and clothing quality? What are the pros and cons of fashion influencing? Is the sheer amount of oversaturation on the internet outweighed by how great it is to have a platform to showcase your style? What is the difference between wearing trendy versus non-trendy outfits? Is it worth it to break out of the norm, or is it easier to just mindlessly follow the trends? And finally, how can you overcome the trends? So let's get started. To really dive deep into what fashion influencing is, you have to start at the beginning with one of the very first fashion influencers in history, Marie Antoinette, often styled by Rose Burton in the 1770s. Fashion influencers have been evolving ever since, with Audrey Hepburn starting a modern minimalistic elegance movement, and of course the 1920s trendsetter Coco Chanel. Skipping forward to recent years in the fashion influencing world, popular influencer and one of my personal favorite fashion influencers, Emma Chamberlain, became one of the biggest influences for Gen Z fashion. Her famous poopy jacket, the ponytail she always had in a scrunchie, and that one famous mirror selfie we all saw on Pinterest, which I'd like to argue started the clean girl epidemic, was just the beginning of her influence. She has now attended multiple Met Galas, she's predicted and started countless trends, all the while she's allowed her style to grow and evolve to be more and more personal to her. Another very well-known fashion influencer from recent years is Wisdom K. He gained his popularity on TikTok from his highly stylized fashion videos he posted during the pandemic. He has now been featured in Vogue as best dressed guy on TikTok. He works for IMG Models and continues to post his haute couture-esque videos on TikTok. Fashion influencers like the ones I listed have been creating trends for centuries now. The only difference between the trends being created in the 1700s and the ones being created now is social media. Every single one of us is able to post our outfit online and have the opportunity to start a new trend cycle. It's just a matter of whether or not the post goes viral. Fashion has always been evolving, but the pace of change recently is unprecedented. I mean, trend cycles used to last years, but now they phase in and out within months or even weeks. Those are called microtrends. The origins of these fast trend cycles is, let's hear it, social media. Fashion designers typically would design and release collections seasonally, retailers would adapt, and trends would take off from there. Now, over 80% of Gen Z and millennial shoppers take their inspiration from social media, and only 15% of Gen Z shoppers believe that Fashion Week is even relevant to them. I mean, why would we when we have our TikTok For You page? Fashion influencers with their carefully curated feeds and compelling content are masters in the art of selling. Now think back to the last time you scrolled on TikTok. Almost every other video is an ad, right? And in my case, it's a fashion guru saying, this halter top is the hottest new trend. If you're cool and you're an it girl, then you're buying it. And giving me a 10 to 20% commission while you're at it. Now multiply this by millions of different influencers selling millions of different items, all claiming they're the hottest new trend. It's important to stay wary of these targeted ads, especially if you're not sure if the creator really knows or cares about the product that they're selling. The quality of clothing has also severely decreased in recent years. Fast fashion and big box brands are constantly releasing new collections to keep up with the trends, and that's not cheap, so they have to cut corners somehow. Quality of materials and how they're sewn together is only meant to last for 1 or 2 seasons now, rather than being pieces you can keep in your closet for years and years without wear and tear. Since most cheap, trendy clothes are discarded after a few months once the trend cycle runs through, they end up in a landfill with their cheap, plasticky polyester quality that is never biodegradable, and this all contributes to the junk in the ocean and climate change. But that's a story for another video essay. I want to emphasize that I don't think fashion influencing isn't all bad. Hey, I like to consider myself a fashion influencer every now and then too, so in order to figure out what works best for me, I made a pros and cons list. Fashion influencing allows for the general public to expand their wardrobes. With all this unlimited access to fashion videos on the internet, anyone is able to take inspiration and try new things with their clothes. It also allows anyone to have a platform where they can showcase their funky styles. It's one of my personal favorite things about posting my outfits. I get to show lots of people the new things that I'm wearing, and I don't have to worry about starting a new trend. And if you play the game right, you can make a lot of money if your page takes off. Millions of creators are able to lead sustainable and comfortable lives just from social media. But since there are millions of people posting, the market is completely oversaturated. There are so many trends occurring all at once. You could probably point out a random shirt lying on the floor of an Anthropologie, and it's most likely a current micro trend. It's also impossible to stay away from the trends. Even now, it's a trend in itself to break away from the trends and be yourself. And as I mentioned, rapidly changing trend cycles are contributing severely to landfills and the junk in the ocean. Fast fashion is not made with quality materials. It's meant to be discarded. So you have to be aware and weigh the pros and cons before you buy into what the fashion influencers are saying, or break away and be non-trendy. So I thought for this part of the video, instead of just explaining to you what the difference is between styling trendy versus non-trendy outfits, I might as well show you. First, here are 2 outfits I styled while keeping in mind current trends. In this outfit, you can see that I'm wearing cream sweat shorts, a white t-shirt, a denim jacket, socks and Birkenstocks, and a baguette bag with charms. The matching white on white is very in with the clean girl aesthetic. A denim jacket or button-up is in almost every single trendy closet basics video on TikTok. And the baguette bag, especially with the charms, is very in right now. If I had a Labubu, it would be on there. To be honest, I love this outfit. Sue me, sue me. It's comfy, it's easy, and I love how everything matches very well. The only thing that I do differently is trade the baguette bag for my everyday tote, but other than that, I have no complaints. Now for the next outfit, you can see that I'm wearing a polka dot tube top, baggy jeans with a fold over waist, Converse, and a gray headband and some sunglasses. The polka dots are a massive trend. Almost every other girly on the street is wearing something polka dot right now. When I was going shopping for trendy clothes for this video, almost every other clothing rack had something with polka dots on it. Now just wait until it's the landfills filled with polka dots. And some baggy denim jeans are a great basic, but the fold over waist is really in right now. And the headband skinny little sunnies combo has been all over Pinterest for months. I hate this outfit. I'm sorry, I just do. I don't like the way that polka dots look on me, and honestly this whole silhouette in general is just not flattering. The headband, I'm not opposed to. I love a good headband, but the shape of the sunglasses, not for me. Now moving on to some more personal outfits that stay away from the trends. I put together some highly stylized outfits that I would wear in a heartbeat. First up is a sort of European summer or spring outfit. I layered a colorful striped linen dress over an off-white skirt, paired it with a statement belt and some cowboy boots. And of course a denim blazer in case I get chilly. This sort of layering is not something that you'd see in the current trends videos, and honestly it might get some weird looks here and there. Who cares? I'm comfortable, I'm confident, and I love the depth the layers of this outfit give. And my last outfit is an outfit I wore a lot last winter. It's a tried and true. It's these navy pants I sewed some lace onto the bottoms of for some whimsy, because everyone needs some whimsy in their life. A ruffled collar striped button up, and a vintage leather vest I stole from my mom's closet and don't plan on returning. Love you, Mom. Paired with some square frame accessory glasses and these cute dollish heels from a small Canadian shoe brand Fluvog, this outfit is one of my favorites I've styled. I love how the frills and the ruffles contrast with the hard leather and create an interesting harmony of aesthetics. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? So this might be an unfair comparison between trendy versus non-trendy because I've fallen so deeply in love with my personal style and I've spent so much time nurturing it. And I don't hate all the trends, shocker. As I showed you, I loved that first trendy outfit and genuinely might wear it grocery shopping tomorrow. I can definitely see the purpose for just wanting to follow the trends. It's very easy to just pick out what's right in front on the clothing rack, especially if everyone around you and on the internet is already validating that it's cute. But ease with picking out outfits only comes with time and knowing what your personal style is. So as I asked in the beginning of this video, how can you find your personal style in a world where everything is trending all at once and there's no clear distinction between what's cool and what's not? If you feel like you're in this predicament and you feel lost in trying to find your personal style, I get it. It happened to me too. But I have some tips and tricks for how to get you back on track. First up, make Pinterest your new favorite app. If you don't have the app, download it. If you already have an account, spend more time on it. Do some heavy research and make the Pinterest algorithm bend to your taste. Now you can't make it bend to your taste if you don't know what your taste is. So research some high fashion brands you know and love. For example, Chanel and Dior. Look into some of their recent runway shows and their past ones and pick out some silhouettes you like. I'm not telling you to break the bank and buy designer clothes right off the bat, just take some inspiration. Now when it comes to actually buying clothes, you can go thrifting, you can look into smaller brands or local boutiques, you can even do some upcycling and DIYing yourself if you have that creative flair. And finally, my biggest and arguably most important tip, think outside the box. Pick out some items you'd never think to style. Find a shirt you genuinely might think is ugly and make an outfit around it. Try to create an outfit using every single color of the rainbow. Push yourself out of your comfort zone because you never know unless you try. So get out there and explore the fashion influencers of today. Keep in mind the trend cycles, but don't be beholden to them. Finding your personal style is one of the most freeing feelings. Wearing clothes you love and maybe even standing out from the crowd a little bit is, at least in my opinion, one of the best forms of self-expression.